These were some of the best highlights from the Rumble stage of LPL Summer 2024 matchup between JDG and NIP.
That he was a really annoying gank champion at that point, but yeah, that was the kind of era where Ezreal was just eponymous with Pro League of Legends and really was one of the best at it.
Some big damage onto Photic, another Q lands as well, and they dive on in. Flashes from JDG's bot lane, sets up for a solo, duo kill? Big fight are potentially on the cards. First Drake going to be coming up is a Hextech Drake, Chemtech Drake. I don't know, do you know, it's been quite a long day. We've had some crazy games. My brain has apparently just turned to a puddle of mush at this point as Yagao, his brain hasn't, and Rookie's gonna go down, no! Flashes at the last second, that flash advantage from the earlier gank saves Rookie's life.
Yagao very nearly gets himself that solo kill to try and keep Rookie afloat there in the mid lane by bringing Aki over and investing Aki's flash into the mid lane. It's not paying off right now. Kanavi instead gets to go towards these grubs, and NIP in this early game losing out through that bot lane, not getting a huge advantage through mid lane even with the resources put in.
Rookie as well, there was no cannon there. Aki caught by the swirl seed, and Kanavi has level 6, the lilting lullaby lands on down, and everybody dives into the mix. Aki burning on the ignite with the dot on top, missing to finish the job, and now the chase can continue. Is missing, takes a chunk from Photic, but Ruler was ready to jump on into the mix. For Ruler, over Dwarf, Swirl Seed. If that had hit onto Photic, could have been dangerous, but Rookie is moving down and wants to influence the map elsewhere. Missing, low on HP, one more auto, gets Photic a kill, but Ruler gets his chance to turn things around. Rookie still going strong here and has a level lead. Ruler forced away.
Is Rookie going to lose anything in mid lane though? There's going to be a wave pushed in there. Can Yagao get himself a wave that could even things up to an extent? Rookie's still hanging around bot side. He has a big one.
That's going to be Ruler under tower, 200 HP. The Void Seeker lands, and Dwarf will be able to stun this up. Ruler goes down. Rookie takes a kill there. Photic got one in the fight as well, and NIP even this game up.
Into them, just to make sure you don't get carried over the wall by K'Sante or wall stun by Poppy or something like that. So Sheer walks away, doesn't have to blow that flash, does lose himself a wave towards the turret. He can't teleport up to that lane. Sheer, of course, starting over Flandre in the majority of games recently. His individual laning prowess, one of the big reasons why JDG have been going towards this younger player in the top lane. Has a good level of skill even after all these years, and a year away as well. He took a little bit of break after that Worlds winning year on EDG. Yagao jumping into Dwarf.
A bold trade from Yagao and flashes into the wall. Oh, you don't want to see that, do you? Yagao just completely fumbles it, let's be honest. NIP now will grab those grubs, basically uncontested, missing. Wants to call me a liar. I don't really see the angle that he's looking for right now. I'm not sure that's something anyone else is going to follow up on. Rapidly closer to that mid-game point where these big neutrals will be potential targets for a fight. I'm a little bit nervous here because Shanji has found Yagao from behind here. Perhaps a chance onto the Lucian. No flash available for Yagao, and the reinforcements are on their way for NIP. Shanji chunked a bit for Yagao, even with fancy footwork. Can't survive a 1v3, and Aki will grab that kill.
Well, Ninjas in puzzles, maybe make a Professor Layton aim out of that or something as they try and puzzle out their macro. It has often been a sticking point.
Honestly, it feels like Ninjas in pieces after a lot of these macro plays, but so far so good. I feel a bit mean now that we are slating NIP so much off of the back of them actually making some positive plays, being 2k up. Maybe we'll return to this one later on once they throw. But I mean, I joke, but honestly, that has been the way it feels for this team. Even in this one, minor gold lead for NIP. The Sheer pressed upon by Rookie, but now a TP comes through from Yagao, culling, but the minion wave blocks it. That's awkward. That is awkward, isn't it? And the minion wave blocks the Q from Sheer as well. Oh no!
The Corki and the Kai'Sa following up.
I'm certainly excited for the prospect of big turbo fights. I'm not seeing the opportunity.
Is that what they're called now?
Right.
Turbo fights?
Yeah. All of the cool kids are calling them turbo fights.
Right. Oh yeah, you and your young soul as opposed to my
exactly.
My old dad
it's all about the hip apparently. That's the bone of choice when it comes to being cool. 1 minute until Drake comes up. 2 so far for JDG, and missing is just disallowed entry into the jungle, but Rookie might have overstepped for it. He's put to sleep with a lilting lullaby culling over the wall from Yagao. As the tower goes down, Photic steps forward. Aggression from the side of NIP. They fight for river control just as the Drake is coming up, but still 35 seconds. Test for the Drake. Maybe Ruler pops out a True Shot Barrage. We'll go for it. Just a hair too early.
So, Baron has spawned. JDG do get themselves some topside vision control. NIP don't have that much in that Baron. JDG, they still have that flash. Ruler's caught out in mid lane, but he'll eat to safety. Takes off his HP before that, though.
Will still survive and just blast it underneath this tower here. I think Photic can finish the job, so a tier 2 taken by NIP. Nice little punish from them. After I've been criticizing their mid-game macro, they grabbed themselves a Drake, they grabbed themselves a tier 2 in the mid lane as well. Very nice little sequence.
Been less consistent with this Corki now at the 2-item spike. Need to see if he can get himself onto the board in a meaningful way. He did that in the bot lane earlier on into the game. I think that you need to do that another 1 or 2 times to maybe open up a Baron opportunity, and then I think NIP is the all rolling. So JDG, on the other side of that, need to be prepared for that. Don't go too close to the dark and dangerous fog of war. There might be a rookie in there. So things are really slowing down. Now, for those of you who are more familiar with JDG of previous years, as Jerome might look for the ult, will cancel that. Shanji coming in with the Ghost.
Captain Jack Cleanse from Ruler there, forced to flash into the Wolf Pit, and this is an all-out engage coming out from NIP, but it's a trade. 1-for-1, both supports down. Kanavi finds the triple sleep, and here comes the follow-up from JDG. He turns golden, buys himself time. Sheer has entered the play, but he's only a mini now. Shanji gets onto the backside as Sheer, stacking that rage bar, doesn't even need it. That's the killer. Shanji on the backside finds 2, evens things up, but Sheer looks for his opposite man. A rock hits, but a TP out to safety from Shanji. Sante and immediately just get battered. Like we saw it earlier with Kepler going forwards in the previous series. Now we see Ruler do it too. It happens to the very best of them. K'Sante is never low on HP. Always remember that. Once again, vied for control of the river around this Drake that's just spawning. This would be 2 in a row for them as they group up in the brush. That's good damage onto Missing. The brand passive proccing. The shield comes through from Missing. Solar Flare flashed away from. And Missing will survive. Sheer, in the meantime, looking for a flank on the bottom side, but spotted on a ward halfway on the rage bar.
Aki hits a 3-man W, and that gives NIP the setup advantage for the Dragon. Sheer is still going to be here. We'll see whether JDG commit any harder to this. Kanavi could potentially look for a smite fight.
Sheer's getting close to Mega. True Shot Barrage goes in. Kanavi is in the pit looking for the Drake, and NIP have been pushed away. Kanavi is just going to finish the Drake. JDG don't even need to fight if they don't want to at this point. The objective has been secured. Now looking potentially for a re-engager, NIP, as Mega Gnar starting to time out, but JDG, they're backed away.
And stuff like that. So Photic will have to see whether he can get himself into that kind of brawly, low-range Kai'Sa kind of status. They start up that Baron. JDG, they're the ones which will be forced to answer.
That's cleanse out from Ruler. TP immediately comes through as Kanavi looks to get into the mix. Jwo will be chunked and finished off by the Baron in the end. As NIP, we were waiting for a mistake.
Towards that one, they push in the mid lane as fast as possible, and NIP, they don't have their engage now. There's no real way to close down the carries. JDG looking to siege.
Ruler's just thrown out so much damage on the Ezreal now. 3 items finished off, and with a Bloodthirster, he's happy to take a tower shot or 2.
Are happy to go maybe towards top side and force NIP out of that bot side river because they're afraid of Baron going over.
So JDG with a real chance here to find a fight that could turn the game as Ruler gets away from Jwo. Solar Flare is there, but nobody's available to follow up. Shanji, though, finds the all-out. What a play from the K'Sante in the top side. NIP find their moment, and Shanji hand delivers it as Photic wants his moment in the spotlight as well. Finds the kill onto Yagao, and NIP will break this base wide open. Jwo falls to Sheer as he finds a double kill on the other side, and that should keep JDG in the game.
I think Sheer ends up saving the game, doing a bit of a Marin, killing the wave in mid lane to make sure the game doesn't end. But this time the follow-up was there from NIP, and the difference is very, very large. NIP get themselves a couple of crucial kills, and they're going to head towards this Dragon to potentially deny JDG's soul. Sheer is here, and he does have Mega, and he does have Flash.
What can he do, though? 1v3, Nari, not exactly a damage carry.
Kanavi didn't immediately go onto that. Baron's going to be a little bit slower. Still might be fast enough.
It's gone. 3K. There's the smite. Jwoll going to try and punish Missing. Looks to get over the wall with the crash down, and there we go, JDG. It's an absolute heist. They lose their mid-inhib, but they take a Baron through sheer tempo.
20 would be sold for JDG. This is, if we're looking towards JDG, going back towards that late game team fighting style, this is the time to prove it. Again, you have yourself this Lilia, huge point in power. Sheer potentially looking for a flank as well. Dragon spawning.
Sheer spotted on a ward, but can use that ward to continue stacking Rage. This is perfect for Sheer. He's about to turn Mega just as Drake comes up. JDG are on Soul Point, and Kanavi knows it. Starts the Drake up immediately. Sheer has found Shanji off on this side. He's zoning, and Aki is nowhere near the plate. This is Soul taken. Missing just keeps them away. Sheer now gets an engage onto Shanji. Soul Flare comes down as Jwoll barely survives the play. In goes the K'Sante. He's in 1v4 though. I don't know if he's got the damage. Ruler survived on the top side of the play. He does manage to get one because he is a K'Sante. At the end of the day, Ruler goes down as well. Foting finding one for himself. Missing now jumps back onto the other side of the play. The Soul just isn't enough for the side of JDG. Or is it Kanavi? Looks for a little bit more. Flashes into the play, and Sheer is there to sweep up the kills. Aki goes down. Foting burning. Missing stones him. A boomerang as a quadra kill comes through for Kanavi.
6,700 damage. And even more to give. Kanavi gets the Soul, gets the team fight, and JDG, they were waiting for that late game team fight this team has so historically looked for. It could just be that. It could just be over. 38 minutes in, JDG walking towards the enemy Nexus. It'll be at least be an inhibitor. I think it's going to be the game.
Absolutely miraculous fight for JDG. It looked like it was over. I was talking about Ruler's Ezreal. His Ezreal was nothing to do with these fights. It was all Kanavi, all Sheer, all Missing, managing to find their combos. This top side pair from JDG. Phenomenal stuff, as in the late game, it all comes on through, and JDG start the series 1-0. Is behind the enemy tower. Missing is going to be the first one in to try and set up the play. Flash from Fotic, dodges away from the Doggo, but that's a first blood in split seconds. Jwoll just eradicated, and perhaps a redive as well. Kanavi happy to tank the tower for a second as Missing sets up for Ruler to grab a second.
Clean dive from JDG. Kanavi gets his clear speed of that ultra-fast Zyra down towards the bot lane. Movement speed, but even then you can get kited. It's not, might not even be relevant. If bot lane is going to be this far behind and getting dove again, it might not even be relevant. And that's the sad thing. They're going again. There's no flashes. It is so easy.
Oh, Fotic is doomed. And it's another for Ruler as the TP is going to be cancelled from Shanji as well. Which means Jwoll might just get redived. Missing can happily tank the tower up, and Ruler's got plenty of damage to finish these off. Kanavi gets one of his own. Missing will go down, but what does it matter when this many minions are dying to the tower?
The top side could have done from NIP. I suppose the one criticism you got to have is why was there no one to defend that bot side dive if it was so easy? They failed to defend themselves under that turret. Aki's trying to get towards Grubs, and now the pressure from bot side might be flooding towards top lane.
Missing is having none of it today. Every time he sees a player from NIP, he's going in. But damage is not quite there just yet. Yagao moving over, Sheer trying to get into the plate as well. The Grubs did go down to JDG, I believe, in the end, as now we're going forwards into the fight. Sheer pulls Aki over the wall. Jwoll is going to go down as well. Yagao solo. Shanji trying to chase for a kill, but Kanavi gets the damage down. Shanji doesn't have a flash. Ults over the wall. Looks for the E, and he finds Yagao. Shanji now has to try and get out of dodge. This is going to be a challenge. Sheer flashes over the wall to make sure he's tagged. No execute coming through for Shanji. It will be another kill for JDG.
Sheer takes this one, and JDG take that lead from the bot side of the map, and a much more active early game from them than game one.
So confident, so comfortable forcing these plays. Yagao dodges everything. Has to flash though, and the Lilting Lullaby should be enough. It was some nice footwork, but in the 2v1, he's taken down. A kill for Rookie. So crucial for NIP that Rookie is on the board. Kanavi going to recall, not choosing to go for the objective.
Grubs are up in 20 seconds. Maybe they want to contest around that. Because if NIP do get themselves that, maybe they can get themselves to the left. Shanji looking forwards and getting damage on the tower. He's going to get all out though.
Shanji pulled underneath the tower. Sheer's looking for a solo kill in the top side. Shanji brings out his pocket pick, and he wins the 1v1. Sheer started it off, but Shanji takes him down.
off the board. But at least Shanji gets himself a lead. 3-1, gifted 2 kills from the earlier Grubs fight. Can he continue with that into a game-changing advantage? It is going to be a hell of an uphill battle given the leads.
Half a Draw's health, a quarter of Aki's health as well. Just from a couple of plants thrown into a brush there. This will be the first Drake of the game. We're almost 13 minutes in. And this will be Drake #1 for JDG. Looks like NIP are considering contesting this. Shanji was moving over, but no, it's not going to go through in the end. RBJDG taking their first Drake and continuing to build some minor advantages.
And JDG, by going back to those routes, they've allowed to activate some of their late game potential. I think that Kanavi has been really flourishing in the meta so far. Ruler's walking up, might be contesting this all the same. He is very, very powerful.
Photic's in trouble. Ruler was just chasing him. The Satchel Charge used. Draw goes wide on the Zenith Blade. Missing, happy to tank up for the time being as Yagao threatens in the top side. Sheer is on a flank. Dwarf should go down. The Shanji tries to peel, tries to get onto Missing himself. Yagao getting damage down onto the Dragon as Rookie on the bottom side threatening. Ruler chasing Photic this whole time as Sheer brings down the Dragon. Ruler versus Photic. ADC 1v1 and the bombs come out. Trumps. Photic walks away with a kill. Champion, and especially when you got a player like Sheer piloting it, it feels more OP, you know? I feel like there are certain players that manage to just squeeze more out of the champion. Another player is Shanji. We saw that in the previous game, how much he was getting done on the Cassante. Sheer moving into the top side again. Rookie just a hair away from that arrow. Volley's coming on through. Herald still the target is Missing, gets his Celestial off position. He's a lot tankier than he has been. He's already been pretty tanky. Dwo trying to get in as Rookie looks for a knockup. Missing, finds Photic on the back line. Smite onto the Herald, comes on through. The plants are going to do some damage, but Missing found by Shanji. Dwo tanking up on the front line as Aki moves over. That's Sheer caught by Rookie's ultimate as well. They don't get the Herald, but a couple of kills is nice for NIP.
For NIP, they are currently losing positioning on Dragon and that top lane turret. They get themselves in towards that river, stack up that Lilia Q a little bit more. That's the Solar Flare.
Dwo's pretty chunked at this point. Dragon started. Photic has to flash away from the arrow. Shanji has a great flank though. What an angle from Shanji, and Rookie is ready to dive in alongside him. Rookie just takes a huge chunk. Where's Shanji? Finally jumps over, but Rookie's already gone. Ruler just kites the Dragon out. Shanji needed to go sooner. It's a disaster for NIP. It looked like it was going to be everything, but the discoordination just makes it fall apart. Shanji now being chased out by Kanavi. The dots ticking, Missing finds the knockup. The roots are there, and Kanavi will grab another. No, Aftershock grabs it for Missing.
Missing gets himself a kill. I think deservedly so. Missing's had a super solid game. Photic teleported away from the fight into mid lane to try and save it. I don't even know if he'll be able to do that. Demolish comes through. Even Photic teleporting towards the lane will not save NIP from the worst
matchup for sure. JDG still very much in control right now as Rookie now starts the fight again. Sheer finds the ultimate, but the all-out pulls him back through, and Ruler's got the damage to finish the job. Now Shanji trying to be reinforcements, but he needs reinforcements himself. Missing is going to chase him down. It's a Dragon versus a Horse. Which one is faster? It looks like the Horse wins it out, and the Q3 keeps Yagao safe as Shanji will be slain. Kanavi went down elsewhere in the map though. That could be bad for JDG.
Yeah, NIP end up cross-mapping, but what's it realistically going to lead to? NIP, they can't start that Baron because I believe Kanavi managed to get some turnaround damage onto Aki. That's probably why he's below half HP. You know, JDG, they're going to walk towards the bot side. They have themselves the might buff with 4 grubs taken earlier in the game, and the solo laders from JDG outvalue the solo laders from NIP. The fate seal from Yoda is meant to seal the enemy's fate, not your own. A lot of gold. They are still worried about the next Ash Arrow. They're teleporting in. This is going to be Rookie.
Rookie's
what
behind.
can he do here?
Missing is pretty chunked already, and Yagao has a shutdown on him. Flashes the Solar Flare. Missing staying in the play. How tanky is this Horse? The Sheer gets into the mix as well. Photic arriving, throws some bombs, but Missing's walked away. He's kept himself alive. And NIP committed a TP for this one. I don't think they'll get much more because JDG can just peel away and even move towards that Drake.
Yeah, Sheer ends up teleporting as well, so at least it's a trade of Global for Global, and of course NIP have the extra teleport on the Ziggs if they want to move someone quickly around the map. But NIP struggling to find the fight. They get themselves that one pick in mid lane, but it has felt like every single larger engagement has gone the way of JDG. They're going to get themselves a Dragon off of this too. NIP no response anywhere, and Despite the fact that Rookie had himself a good amount of gold given into him, and Shanji, similar scenario, they are now behind in their individual matchups. And that's as good as it gets. Rookie's going again, and now they're teleporting in with the Ziggs.
Maybe Sheer can be found. Photic arrives. There's a good amount of MR on Sheer. All out available for him as Kanavi's moving up. Sheer is damn tanky. Okay, the bomb should be enough. There's one final auto to finish the job. A pick for NIP. Baron up on the map. Maybe a chance to turn this game in their favor. JDG have been in control the entire game. This is NIP's chance to change that fact.
Get himself a team fight with that flash. He will very much get himself the kill participation to get himself to be in that avid reading club again.
Kanavi thought he'd written it in pen, but NIP got one of those special pen rubbers that rubs that out anyway. Troll trying to move forwards here, chunked a little bit. It's JDG in a bit of an awkward spot. They are on the wrong side of the play here. Yagao on a flank, but Lucian flanks not exactly that exceptional in the history of the game. Draw just slowly getting chunked, and it doesn't feel like NIP really are confident enough to start a fight.
Yeah, NIP get themselves inside track on mid, but they have one minion, so they don't even get anything on that good route. Missing, and this is an arrow from Ruler.
Arrow on Aki, the big damage coming on through. Aki turns golden, but his team has abandoned him. Yagao on the Lucian flank finds the kill. He's ulted by Rookie, but Rookie might answer with his own life here. Shanji trying to close the gap. Ruler flashes and takes Rookie down. Space glide into victory as a triple comes through for Ruler, and Sheer gets a bonus. It's an ace for JDG.
The Summoner's Rift just became Ruler's throne room for a brief moment. Triple kill to the Ashe, 7, 1 and 7. Starts with the arrow onto the jungler. Aki goes down, spaces out the rest of the fight, and Ruler runs the game.
Just gets chased down and finished off poor old Photic. And I mean, this has been a tough series for NIP, hasn't it? They've done better in this second game to stay competitive, but it does just feel like at the struggling a bit. He's had a pretty fantastic series. Kanavi, been off Sheer, I mean, has come out of nowhere as this talent that JDG picked up, and my God, does he look good now. He's getting more carry games, his Cassante games look fantastic. It feels like JDG are really starting to all come together as a team.
I think Shears is so much more well-rounded than he was when he debuted earlier this year too. He's beginning to believe, he's beginning to learn all of those Kung Fu fighting styles being downloaded into his net brain a la The Matrix as JDG looked to kick NIP one last time out of this game.
Is that an Italian dish, a la The Matrix? Sounds kind of tasty. I'd certainly download that one. As I'm joking. One thing I won't download, a car, which is what JDG are trying to throw at the face of NIP right now. 2 inhibs taken, Rookie trying to trade for an inhib of his own. JDG not interested in recalling, they want to try and end the game. They forced the TP out from Rookie to make sure that JDG can't end.
The damage they have is going to be a task and a half. Ruler takes this one down. That's that one to his quarry of kills he's taken in this game, so many of them.
Doubled his stacks on the Medjais to 6. This is unprecedented amounts of stacks.
Unprecedented, incredible.
As Yagao, mid lane, managing to get some damage done onto Photic. I guess from the mid lane rather than in it. Sheer tanking on the front line and is totally and completely invincible. 3rd inhib goes down for JDG. And this feels like they are just slowly but surely bleeding NIP out of the game. The supers come down in the mid lane. This is the only wave that they've got to work with. With a 6 on the enemy team, perhaps the wave clear will be there. Kanavi stunned by a solar flare, but he's a plant. He likes the sun. And Shanji forced away, missing with a 4-man Magnus Storm. And JD Gaming show us why they are considered a top team. They show us why they are in Group Ascend, and they send NIP maybe back down to Group Nirvana at this rate. 0-5 in the group.
These were some of the best highlights from the Rumble stage of LPL Summer 2024 matchup between JDG and NIP. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.